Hello, it's Andrew here at Life in Piggrow, and today we're going to be making nettle and comfrey fertiliser. Now, first things first, when you're collecting nettles and even comfrey, I always advise wear gloves, especially nettles because they sting. And what you need to do is get them into 2 piles, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But as you're getting them ready, take off all the comfrey flowers, that's what they look like. And take off all the nettle flowers, and that's what they look like. That way you don't end up with seeds in your fertiliser. So I'm using an old dolly tub, and I'm going to get my nettles in first. Pop them in like that, and then all I'm going to do, take some shears and start chopping it up, and this helps it break down more. Again, I'm still wearing my gloves. I ain't going to be daft and get stung. There's my nettles all nice and chopped up, and now I'm going to add my comfrey, and it's about 50-50 again. So there we go, there's my comfrey, and then I go with my shears again and chopping it up. Make sure there's no grass in there as well. I'll just find a piece there. There you go, out we go with it. And there you are, completely chopped up. Now I'm going to show you what to do next. So I could just take that and put it into a tub or a bucket and fill it with water, and yes, it stinks, really stinks. The problem with that is if you're like me and you have a spare water bottle with a tap on, if you put it in loose, it all drifts to the bottom eventually and it blocks up your tap. So I use an old net bag. Think of it like a big tea bag. So what I'm going to do now is take my big tea bag, take a handful of this and shove it in, and keep shoving it in. So I'm going to fill this up now, and I'm going to show you what it looks like right at the end. And there's my big tea bag of comfrey and nettles. I'm going to show you what to do with it next. So here's a water butt I got a few years ago, free off a marketplace online, and I'm going to show you now what to do with your big tea bag. So there's our water butt, it's nice and full with water. Here's my tea bag, it's quite heavy. I've wired it up to make sure it doesn't split, and all it does is then into the water like so and let it sink. You might hold a bit, let the air out, and eventually it sink. That water you can hear is the overflow. I left it on. Now this is going to get really, really smelly. In about 3 or 4 weeks it will be ready. And finally, just put your lid on. So, why bother going through all that faff of making your own fertiliser? It's really simple. It's not got any air miles. It's literally travelled from one corner of my garden to another corner of my garden, gone into a water bottle that someone was throwing away, and then if you think about it, every time you go for fertiliser, you've got to get in your car or get on a bus or public transport, and your carbon footprint goes up. Also, you don't know how that fertiliser is produced, how much electricity, how much oil, how much coal has gone into making that thing. So I'd rather make that because it's free. It's a no-brainer. So until next time, it's goodbye from me, Andrew at Life in Piggrow. Bye bye.